Welcome to the Dagnabbit boys. You're about to witness street knowledge.
The strength of street knowledge.
The strength of street knowledge.
The strength of... So what are some strengths that you have from street knowledge? Because
I fart so hard that people die. I do drive-by fartings.
Have you done that to, like, gang members and dangerous people?
Innocents, mostly.
Because you've talked about, growing up, that sometimes you've been sort of around dangerous people.
Yeah.
But you yourself are not really Yeah, I mean, we can soften that. We could just say you're more a regular guy.
I'm more regular.
I think
it's kind of weird. I mean, I'll talk about... I think to some degree a lot of it's just like knowing the situation you're in and kind of acting accordingly.
You know what's tough about situations with dangerous people is if you're a regular guy, you're a...
Yes.
But you're just acting...
But if you're with regular guys, you're such a bad...
Oh.
Yeah. Like, in comparison to regular guys, you're, like, hard as hell.
Right.
But in comparison to people that are hard, you suck.
I don't want to be hard at all.
Me neither. I don't think I want to be hard anymore either.
Being hard... I've never been hard. Being hard seems exhausting and
I don't think I was ever really hard either. Like, there's I had a little bit of a fake tough guy era.
I think you're able to exist around hard people. I think it's like, maybe you're more of a Sinatra.
I don't know. Sinatra is pretty actually hard.
Well, Sinatra was hard, but it was also like he was good at singing, and hard guys liked his singing, so he was protected by hard guys.
Yeah,
but
and Don Rickles.
But he grew up tough. Don Rickles is a good example.
Yeah, I'm like kind of a Don Rickles.
I love Don Rickles.
Yeah.
But he's not hard.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to do my Don Rickles. I'm going to do some Don Rickles on you real quick.
Okay.
You Chinese.
I'm not Chinese. Don Rickles wouldn't say that. He always, I'm Irish, so he would make an Irish joke.
Or black piece of...
I'm Irish. Or Danish. You can make a Danish joke. And
I don't know what those are.
Yeah, but part of Don Rickles...
I only know different colors.
Yeah, but part of Don Rickles was like a literally kind of intense knowledge about different cultures. He was like actually pretty knowledgeable, at least on like 3 key characteristics of each culture. So if I was like, I'm Danish, he'd be like, oh, what are you going to go build a windmill? And then people in the 60s would laugh.
That was a pretty good Don Rickles impression, but...
Yeah, I think I'm better at it than you.
Mexican...
No, I am white. I'm not any of those.
I guess. Jesus. If you're proud of it, I guess.
And then I guess you're Italian, so I can make fun of your gold chain.
What are you talking about?
You're Italian.
You should say something like, you Vietnamese.
I could be like, oh, Shane Bianchi, you don't even know how to say your name right, Bianchi. Of course, an Italian mispronounces a word. It's capiculo, not gabagool. Something like that. That's not great, but that's like at least a very...
That was up.
Okay, well...
Don Rickles, at the end of the day, Don Rickles loved everyone.
Yeah, but he said up. I don't think you would have liked being around Don Rickles if what I said, which was very...
Well, if he fucking pointed at me and he said, you Ethiopian piece of...
Yeah,
I'd be like, that's awesome.
Yeah, he'd call you like a or something.
What?
Yeah.
No, Don Rickles called people like Chinese and stuff.
Well, he probably wouldn't even say Chinese. He'd probably say like a passable slur. So
he's pointing at me and calling me Oriental?
Yeah,
he's like, why don't you lie on the ground, you rug?
Yeah, he said a lot of racist stuff.
But at the end of the day, he loved everyone.
I don't think he had hate in his heart, to be honest. But he said a lot of racist stuff. Have you seen him on like Letterman? He points at a guy and he just goes, "Are you Chinese?" in the audience.
And he looked like me, probably.
No, he was a Chinese guy.
Well, why would you point at a Chinese guy and say you look Chinese? Because that's racist.
Because then he's gonna riff about Chinese people and the Chinese.
Isn't it funnier to point at a white guy and say?
No, it's not. It just doesn't make any sense.
Then I guess I'm gonna have to reevaluate my crowd work.
Yeah, Don Rickles wasn't like absurdist comedy.
Wait a minute. Really?
Yeah. No, he was very like in the world based.
Well, explain. What about Rodney Dangerfield? I mean, he's a famous guy, and he kept saying, "I get no respect." Rodney respect. That's absurdist. A lot of those guys were absurdists.
Rodney Dangerfield was a little bit absurd because the jokes he would tell were not true. But there's a truth of feeling. He did feel disrespected. he was a lonely comic. He didn't have a lot of friends in comedy. He didn't make it till he was older. So I think he did feel disrespected.
How old is he? He's like 29 or something?
Now?
Yeah, he was
No,
like
he's
29
dead.
when he made it.
No, I don't think he was old. I think he was older than 29. I think he was
Like 33?
I think he was in his 40s. I think you know the exact age that he made it. And I think you're playing dumb. Because I don't know. I think it was his 40s or 50s, right?
He was 53 or something.
Okay. I mean, what an exact answer. What an absolutely exact answer.
I don't remember I was talking to somebody recently. They're like, you know so much about comedy history. I was like, I guess. I read a lot of those books.
Yeah, I mean, you do know. Talking to you's funny because you'll bring up like a comedian that maybe only had like a couple albums and stuff, and you'll be like, oh yeah, and then you'll like put him in a category and know about him, and it's...
You want to talk about B.S. Pulley? Your favorite comic, B.S. Pulley?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
He was a Vegas guy in the 50s. He was known for being like the dirtiest comic before Lenny Bruce.
Oh, right. I think we did talk about this guy.
He used to do this bit where he would like put his penis in a cigar box, and then he would offer a woman in the front row a cigar, and she'd open up and his penis would be in there.
With a hole in the bottom?
Yeah.
Do you think he invented that?
Probably not.
Because I don't know if porn was doing that yet. So like...
I don't. He probably didn't invent it. It's probably like old like...
also, how does that work on
vaudeville.
stage? Like, is he doing stand-up and then he's like, 1 sec, and then turns around?
Stand-up was different back then.
Well, yeah, I'm just
you
wondering.
You could just be like, oh, by the way, 1 sec.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, did he walk out with a cigar box? Like, obviously, it's very obvious there's a penis in there. And then he just, like, walked up to a woman and was like,
there's no
open
videos. They couldn't record back then.
I would love to have seen how that worked.
I would, too.
What woman would open the box?
Fucking probably a high society lady.
Like every woman.
And then he pies her in the face.
Like a cream or like an actual pie?
A cream pie, yeah.
Like a real cream
He'd
pie
give her
or
a
like
cream
a cum?
pie, dude.
Like a
no,
cum pie?
not cum. No,
Sorry.
no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like a cream
Sorry,
pie.
I didn't mean to assume about the penis and box guy.
Yeah. No, man. He had class.
I just feel like if I was the husband of that woman, because she definitely wasn't.
Funny.
She definitely wasn't there alone.
Because I have a good sense of
If
humor.
a guy waltzed up like weirdly with a box over his penis. Yeah, but you're saying he had the woman open the box. So I'm saying if I'm that woman's husband, I'd be like, don't open that box.
I'm like, baby, it's the 50s. Maybe in the 40s we could have done that, but it's the 50s, baby.
Do you think the 40s were more free than the 50s?
I feel like probably, yeah, right? Because the 50s is kind of like when there was like more of an element of class, I feel like we're classy.
It feels like that's when they started getting into like more intense city planning and wanting people to do specific activities instead of roaming.
Yes.
But I might be wrong. I think that's always true. I think that's just always become more and more true. So
it's funny. It's funny how right-wing people fetishize the 50s, but if you read any book or watch any movie from back then, it's about how it's actually there's an evil undercurrent to the 50s.
It seems like the 50s was the first time they really made a concerted effort to put a facade over life.
Yeah.
Because when I think of the 50s, I think of red and chrome, and when I think of the 40s, I think of brown.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
But I think the truth is everything's brown.
Yeah.
Everything's like dusty and not that nice looking.
I feel like the 30s it was a little freer than even the 40s.
There's a freeness, I think, in the Depression.
Yeah.
Where you go like nothing's good.
There's no censorship in movies.
Right. Everything was so fucked up.
Yeah. They didn't get censorship in movies till like 33 or something.
I found out recently that Charlie Chaplin had to live the last 20 years of his life in like Sweden.
Why? Because where all the kids were?
Close. Because of McCarthy.
Oh.
He got red scared.
Oh, okay.
Because he was like hardcore socialist, which I figured he was definitely like political because he made the fucking dictator.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that he got red scared, which is crazy because like Brian Wyora, the owner of the Zebra Room, is a funny guy and comic, owner of a small club. Well, I don't mean to say small, but it is.
Tiny club.
It's listen.
Thimble-sized club.
It's not as big. It can fit.
It's too small for me. I can't fit inside.
It can fit like a cat and a rat. That's what can fit in it.
But I don't want to perform for cats.
I don't perform for cats, but
they're too sensitive.
But I do feel like everybody I perform to is a rat. But he was telling me that Charlie Chaplin, they did a poll. He was like the most recognized person on the planet at his time because nobody else was like on film. He was the most like filmed guy. He was the first movie star pretty much. So, like, McCarthy in the Red Scare era, when they were fighting communism, was so fucking intense that they were like, fuck it, let's get rid of the most famous guy ever.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, I talk about Jim Thompson a lot, but it's kind of crazy he avoided that because he was like a communist, but then he like dropped out because he was like, these people are pussies.
Did he drop out before the Red Scare? You think that's how he avoided it?
Well, they still were getting people that were like in the Communist Party in the 30s and shit. But
How did he drop out? Did he make a declaration of like, I'm capitalist now?
No, he was never capitalist. He just thought that communists weren't hard enough. I think it might have been the Communist Party was probably kind of similar to what it is now, where it's a bunch of fucking losers.
No, I think it was stronger.
It was probably a little bit stronger, but there's still probably a lot of losers.
I think it was stronger because you had actual, like there was actual people in power that were like communists. A couple.
But I still think we had a little bit of the fucking, more so, I mean, enough that Jim Thompson was like, I don't want to be around these fucking pussies.
Yeah. Minneapolis, I think, for some reason had like 5 communist mayors in like
I think it was like
40s to 60s.
Yeah, they did have some and look what happened to them now.
Well, they're being attacked by the federal government for being like a long-standing leftist, region.
Yep.
I don't think that's
Look what
their fault.
happens.
I think you're kind of blaming them.
I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying, look what happens if you go up against the government. You lose.
I do love all the Republicans who are like, fuck the government, who are now just like, just do what they tell you to do. That's really cool of them.
Yeah, I mean, they've never really had to deal with the police. So the Republicans are kind of giving the world, like, their black teenager speech.
Yeah, they are telling everybody to pull up their pants and go to work.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, they're being the black dads to their teenage sons now.
I don't even know. I just wish I feel like people say stuff without realizing the world they're describing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, are you saying in your perfect world that like you let the government do whatever it wants to do and you go to work and then you buy stuff and then you go home and you don't loiter or whatever? Like, loitering's awesome.
Loitering is so, when you're fucking 13 to 17, it's a golden age.
But your whole life, Lloyd, like I'm reading this book, The Death and Life of Great American Cities by Jane Jacobs, and she's talking about how city planning is bad because they always try and put people in boxes where it's like you go to work, you go to the store, you come home. If you want to hang out, you can hang out in a boring-ass park. And she's like, that's stupid. People don't like hanging out in parks. They like hanging out on sidewalks. They like loitering.
Yeah.
Loitering is everything.
We're a pro-loitering podcast.
I love loitering is life.
I love loitering in my friend's apartment.
You're
trying
loitering
to
right
sell
now.
people stuff.
You are trying to sell people
I tried to
stuff.
sell your roommate some candy.
Mm-hmm.
I had this little box of my son was carrying this box of candy.
You came in with a box of candy while your mom stood outside with your little sister and stared at us. That happened in the Buffalo Wild Wings recently.
Yeah.
Everybody's watching football and then a small child with a box of candy comes in. You know what I always think? The box of candy kids are always funny because sometimes they're like, we're trying to raise money for my football team. And I always want to be like, you can just tell people that you're really poor and need money. That's better. It's better to be like,
we're trying to raise money for heating.
Yeah, it's just like, what do you, I don't know. I always feel bad that like we're such a mean country that we think that poor people or even homeless people need a reason to have money.
It's so funny when a homeless guy starts off with a story. It's like, man, I'm either gonna give you money or not gonna give you money.
Yeah, it's like, you're not
gonna convince me.
I didn't think you were killing it.
Yeah.
Honestly, when they tell me the story, I go, I don't want to know that.
Also, it's not true. The guy starts off being like, I don't mess with drugs. My baby's in the hospital. I need bus fare. Like, it's like, dude, I'm going to give you money either way.
I'm going to give you money
if you're lying or if you're telling the truth.
Me giving you money is like really how I'm feeling, unfortunately.
Yeah, sometimes you're like, oh, awesome. I gave a homeless guy $5 just because I had it.
Yeah.
He was disabled. That didn't really make that big of an impact, but he was there.
Every homeless person's disabled.
Yeah.
Every single homeless person is not.
Fucking mentally.
Is not. What is that?
I don't know.
What are you roasting them? What is that?
Their shoes look bad.
What, did you just homeless guys? What, do you say that to homeless guys on the street? He's like, yeah, I don't mess with drugs. You're like, oh, yeah.
I mess with drugs, and I live in a place.
Have you ever seen a homeless guy like with Down syndrome?
I've seen, if I've seen that, Because I don't know. I feel like I have, but it's kind of a thing where you think you have, but you also don't know if you have.
I don't think we let those guys be homeless.
I feel like in my head, if I have seen him, I feel like I've seen him with other people.
Yeah, well, it's like Doug Stanhope has that joke about how there's like the mentally disturbed and the mentally disabled, where like we really hate the disturbed. We hate the annoying, scary ones that are schizophrenic and stuff. But if you're Down syndrome, you smile enough that people let you inside places.
But I also, I feel like if there was a bunch of Down syndrome people on the street, we'd start hating them.
We would start hating them, but you don't see it. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
If I saw a homeless guy with Down syndrome, I'd be like, somebody's got to do something. Like, this is crazy.
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I've seen it once and he was with a handler.
Well, then he wasn't homeless.
But no, I mean on the street. They were both on the street.
Okay, but I
feel like this was, I might be wrong.
You just saw a Down syndrome guy walking around.
No, they were on Western. It was like that corner of Western.
They were
and
homeless?
Santa Monica. Yeah, I think so. Because there's a corner of Western in front of that. There's like some sort of convenience store where they all. Oh no, it's a restaurant. It's like some sort of fast food restaurant. You know what I'm talking about.
I follow a guy with Down syndrome on Instagram, and he followed me back. He loves using AI.
Do you think he thinks you're funny?
Maybe. He posted an AI video of him getting hit by a bus. It was him getting hit by a bus, and then another version of him being like, you gotta watch out, man.
Yeah, huh. I'm gonna make an AI video of me killing you, but I'm gonna be like, watch out, man.
I don't think AI will make it.
Why not?
Because they have a Cooper clause.
The Cooper clause?
Yeah,
like if you kill Cooper, you become Cooper?
No, you can't use AI to make any videos that are like defamatory or violent against Cooper.
You remember how dark the Santa Claus was? I saw that shit in school, and he kills Santa? That's fucked up.
Wait, with Tim Allen?
Yeah. Because the reason he becomes Santa is he kills Santa.
He like hits him with his car, right?
He falls off the roof.
Is that how Santa works? You have to kill him?
That's how it works in that movie.
I wonder what the lore, because yeah, Santa's just one guy, but who is the next? Is it like the Dalai Lama where like one child is born after Santa dies and they raise him to be Santa? He has to read books about like cookies and
yeah. He has to learn to love cookies and milk. There's probably one guy who didn't like cookies and milk because like I'm lactose intolerant, and they're like, well, you can't be Santa.
Then you can't be Santa. You're gonna ruin it.
Yeah, you're gonna ruin it. You're gonna shit all over people's houses.
I think if Santa was real, it would have a lot of tough societal implications. I feel like we'd find out the Santa Council wasn't really inclusive of different like races and body types.
That there was one Santa that they let just be Santa even though he had a couple sexual misconduct.
Yeah, honestly, I think a guy that you're allowing to fly around the world and enter anybody's home at any time, we would run into issues.
Yeah.
You can't trust anybody anymore.
Especially not Santa Claus.
I think everybody's trying to be on good boy behavior. Our friend, friend of the pod, Angie Stroud, her friend...
Santa. Her friend Santa.
Well, she does know Santa, but this story, her friend Melanie, I guess, knows Anderson .Paak.
Oh.
So they went to Anderson .Paak's party.
Yeah.
He had a party recently, and Angie was telling me, she was like, the party's really boring. And you know what I think? I think with the Diddy stuff, I think rappers are having to have boring parties.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the worst time to go to a rapper's party.
Yeah, they're probably like, well, if we get a woman that eats fire, she might claim that we trafficked her or something.
That we forced her to eat the fire.
Yeah.
That would be so funny if you hired a fire breather at your party and then she came out and was like, they forced me to eat fire. And you're like, that was your job. And it's like, they used me. I just wanted to hang out and they made me eat fire. Then there's another guy that's like, they made me juggle. It's like, I fucking hired you. And another guy, like, they treated me like a clown. It's like, you're a clown.
They painted me white, made me do hijinks.
Nobody painted you. You arrived painted. You showed up painted. I don't know. I think rapper parties must be interesting, though, because I think, like I bet Diddy, like, he had his freak offs, but he also had, like, public parties.
Yeah.
Which must have been so boring for him.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's like,
There's only like one orgy and it's in a specific room.
He's like, I got to let everybody think that these are the only kinds of parties I have. But I also heard that his
Imagine going to the normal party and be like, they're talking about Diddy and...
Yeah.
My shit was boring.
His parties, I think, were kind of like Cartoon Network Adult Swim, where like after 9 p.m. it became for adults.
Oh.
That's what I've heard, is that
and that's why
normal.
Ed and Eddie showed up to the early parties.
Ed and Eddie were at the Diddy, not the freak offs, but the Diddy parties.
Yeah.
But then Courage would stay for the Adult Swim.
Damn, when it comes to Ed and Eddie, You're fucking.
Stop.
You're fucking
You've
double
done this
D.
before.
You're double
You've
D.
said this before.
Double
you've,
D.
You've probably said this 5 times now. That you bring up Ed, and Eddie, and you say, "I'm Eddie."
No. You're not. I'm Eddie. And
no, that's what you
D.
say. You always say, "I'm
You're
Eddie. I'm the cool leader of the group," and I'm not even one of the Eds. I'm double D.
Well, no, Ed. He's double D because he's Ed with 2 Ds. Dumbass. That's why he's called. Double
I was
D.
thinking of Ralph.
No. I'm talking about the trio. You're double D, and then
I'm the dumb one.
No, you're not the dumb one. You're the smart one.
Okay.
You're the smart one that's nervous, and then Kurt is Ed.
Is Kurt Ed?
Kurt's Ed. Kurt's Ed. Who's a bigger Ed than Kurt?
I hate that you are Eddie. I mean, you are the shortest of us, and you're the most mischievous.
Yes, and I have schemes.
And you kind of like to set the tone and make schemes.
And I love jawbreakers. And you guys like jawbreakers, but I love them.
Yeah, like Kurt takes a whole one and puts it in the side of his mouth.
Well, we all did.
And then you go.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Damn, we need to do a rewatch.
Do you want to put a jawbreaker in the microwave today and then take it out and hold it in our hands near our faces?
That sounds awesome.
Because what's cool is the middle becomes molten and then the outside becomes weaker and then the molten explodes out of the weaker side. So you get like hot candy, like molten candy, and then you also get shrapnel.
That sounds like the best. But I was thinking we should do an Ed and Eddie rewatch podcast.
Like of the whole show?
Yeah, I feel like
that would take a while. It was on for a good bit.
Yeah, we'll cover like the 22, not the just one short burr.
My mom didn't like Ed and Eddie. She didn't like me watching it.
Because the Jawbreakers were too big?
Because they're mischievous boys, and she didn't want her boy to be mischievous.
What did your mom want you watching?
She was cool with SpongeBob. She didn't seem to. I don't think she.
Oh, so I'm Squidward. You're SpongeBob. No, Kurt SpongeBob. No,
Kurt SpongeBob. I'm Squidward. You might be Patrick, but I don't think you're Patrick. You're more. You're kind of Plankton.
Yeah,
because you got schemes once again.
Ah, fuck! I'm the villain. Then who's fucking Patrick?
Patrick. Brian the cable viewer.
Okay.
If you don't, I mean, nope. I don't know why I said if you don't know him.
Eli is Mr. Krabs.
Yeah. I don't know how funny this is to the viewers. Ryan the cable viewer is a like severely autistic man we know who's, he's a sweet guy. But
I think he's in Section 8.
I think he's in Section.
Pretty sure he's in Section 8.
Yeah, he steals clothes from thrift stores to resell online. He's Patrick.
Yeah, okay.
Honestly, Patrick in the real world is kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
Because Patrick in SpongeBob doesn't have a job, so he obviously has some sort of like
And living under a rock is kind of Section 8. I bet Patrick that's like Section 8.
Yeah, people in Section 8 don't know what's going on. They don't know anything.
I don't mean that metaphorically. I just mean if you live under a rock, like a literal rock, that's probably the SpongeBob equivalent.
Well, it's hidden. Well, because like I'm reading in this book, a lot of project housing is bad because they take streets out of the equation and have walkways through large project housing, and those walkways become very dangerous because they're not used.
Yeah.
So they get inhabited by criminals and dangerous people.
Yeah.
So it is similar to living under a rock because the street is not able to supervise what's going on under the rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what other cartoons are we?
Other cartoons. I'm trying to think of ensemble. I mean, there's like Courage the Cowardly Dog is in my head, but those are tough characters.
That's tough. I'm Eustace.
It's okay. Sure.
I'm Eustace.
You're Eustace.
You're.
I think I'm Courage. I'm pretty nervous.
You are pretty nervous.
But sometimes I do.
But then Kurt is kind of the Muriel.
Oh, is she the hot lady?
No, Muriel's the old lady.
Well, who's Eustace?
Eustace is the old guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand. Okay, Looney Tunes, that's a good one.
I'm Bugs Bunny.
I think you are Bugs.
And you're Daffy.
I don't know.
You kind of have a little bit of a Daffy has a little bit of anger problems.
Yeah, I was going to say that I'm the hunter, but no, I'm more Daffy.
And then the Roadrunner is Kurt's wife Jasmine. And then Kurt
why?
is
Wait,
Wiley,
why?
Because she's always getting over on him.
So Kurt's Wile E. Yeah, Kurt is. Damn, that's the best one yet, actually.
Yeah,
Kurt
yeah.
is Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah.
And if none of this makes sense to you, you got to go back and watch the Kurt episode, and then you'll be laughing. Pause the episode right now. Watch
Go
the
back
Kurt
to the
episode.
Kurt, one of our best episodes we ever did.
Watch all of it. Even if you watch it on 2x speed, I don't care. Just don't. It's bad for the algorithm if you stop watching, so keep watching.
Yeah, yeah. If you have stopped watching the episode already,
I've looked at the analytics. Nobody has ever finished an episode.
Really?
Well, no, people have, but the view rate is usually like 2 to at tops 18 minutes of view time.
Well, we got to figure out these 2 to 18 minutes.
I think a lot of our friends who say they watch the podcast, I don't think they're watching the podcast.
I think Eli watches it.
He's a loser. He's probably listening right now, probably doing nothing. Stupid bitch.
Yeah, he's looking at
and
his
he only
phone.
listens because we mention him.
We mention him a lot.
The problem is we don't know people that we don't know, and we want them to watch the podcast. So let's make up a guy. Okay. David Carlisle.
Oh, my God, that guy.
He's buff, but he's also shy, and he lives in Cincinnati.
And he's sensitive, but he's tough.
Hopefully that makes it back to Dave.
Yeah.
Shout out Dave C. in Cincinnati, in the Big C. Dave C. in the Big C.
You ever been to Cincinnati?
No.
It's good. It's a good place.
It's good?
Yeah, it's good. They have a good comedy scene. They have good comics over there. Because they have a good club. Any city that has like a pretty good club that takes care of their comics has good comics. It's really, that's all it is.
Yeah. You need a structure.
Yeah.
You need something to fall into.
Yeah, I mean, if a city doesn't have like at least one good club, it's fucked.
Yeah. Shout out small comedy towns.
Yeah.
None of the comics are ever funny, but shout out.
It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad you meet a guy from nowhere. He's got like 3 albums. He's not funny, but he's the nicest guy you've ever met. He's such a sweetheart.
His name is always something like Dale.
And he's a huge fan of Kyle Kinane. Oh my God, he loves Kyle Kinane. Kyle Kinane is his favorite guy.
Yeah, yeah. And then they try and do Kyle Kinane, but it's different.
It's bad.
Because if you don't know Kyle Kinane, he's such an amazing writer that if you watch one of his specials, like literally the amount he writes is almost 2 specials worth per special.
Yeah.
And he's very good at describing things and making it, sort of analogies and stuff. So people
one of the best living comics.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. People will try and kind of copy that and be like, yeah, that's like going to a fucking roadside inn in Tallahassee. And they end up doing this thing where they want to get specific, but they just end up saying something that nobody can relate to.
They want to get specific, but all they know is just like an hour of the hour radius around wherever they live.
Comedy is so funny because a lot of guys, especially like Kyle Kinane, might present as kind of like a bar guy.
Yeah.
Kind of a little scruffy.
Yeah.
And he is, but really he's an extremely intelligent guy.
Yeah.
And a good writer.
Yeah.
But I like when comics get fooled by comics where they go like, well, he's just fucking hanging out.
He's me.
Yeah, he's me. And it's like, no, he's like really smart and works so much harder than you have at anything ever.
It's also funny that comics, they'll think like comics that are really dirty, like real filthy, like Doug Stanhope are going to be like mean when you meet them, and then they're the nicest guys.
Yeah. They're just sweet guys.
Yeah. Stanhope's a very sweet guy.
Because why would he be mean?
He's got no reason to be. He's drunk all the time.
He's
happy.
I've heard he can turn on you when he gets drunk.
Really?
I mean, now I'm just reciting stuff I've heard on other podcasts. But Shane Gillis said he would, when he was staying at his place, they'd get really drunk, and then he would get drunk enough, and he would look over and be like, "You're a fat fuck."
Yeah, but that's just drinking.
Yeah, but even that it's not even.
That's not that mean.
Sometimes it is cool to have a friend that turns when they get drunk.
Yeah.
I do like that.
I would turn sometimes. But then, I mean, most of my meanness was towards people I didn't know that well. But then again, I was super mean to... Yeah, never mind.
I was never mean when I was drunk because being drunk helped me to act normal. And so I would just become the person I wanted to be. That's
the saddest way to be alcoholic.
I was amazing at listening to people. Yeah, it sucks because then when you quit, you have no way to like mask, I watched a video about it today. Some lady was talking about, I mean, I don't know if I have ADHD, but some lady was talking about how people with ADHD will drink a lot because it gets them to a normal level of conversation where they're not overthinking what they're saying. And that's what I would do.
Oh, yeah, I would feel that.
I would have beautiful conversations. I would do this thing with strangers a lot in bars where I'd ask them what their job was, and then I'd ask them what their dream job was, and then they'd tell me, and I'd say, so why don't you go do that? Which is like a really douchey way to talk. But when people are drunk, they love it. And then I would inspire them to go follow I talked to like a very attractive 40-year-old woman who like had a day job but wanted to be an actor. And I was like, you're amazing.
Yeah.
And it ended by like motivating her to send out more self-tapes.
And now she's famous.
No, not at all. She's probably dead. I met her at an after hours.
You killed a lot of people.
I met her at an after hours bar. We were both on cocaine. She's probably dead by now. She's probably in a fucking gutter.
That's really sad.
No, she's fine. She's good. But no, actually, no. I think I met her at the Comedy Store. We were both just drinking, so it was fine.
Yeah.
She was a black British woman. Gorgeous.
Damn, that's the hottest type of woman.
It's kind of the hottest type of woman to be.
You ever seen Mona Lisa? There's a black British prostitute in that. Most gorgeous woman I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the painting.
No. There's a movie called Mona Lisa.
Okay.
It has the best, what's his name? I keep forgetting the guy's name. He's Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Isn't Naomi Campbell? She's British, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're black and British, just fucking let people get in front of people.
Yeah.
Just let people see. Everybody loves it.
Yeah.
Because, you know why? Because there's a lot to like about British culture. The accents are fun. They're kind of chippy.
Yeah.
But when they're white, you go, you guys suck. But
What's wrong with your teeth?
But when they're black, you go, you guys didn't do anything wrong.
You got brought here.
You got brought here, so that ain't your fault. You didn't colonize the world.
Yeah.
You got colonized. So if you're black and British, you get all the fun parts of British, of like, hello, but you're also not at fault for the world's greatest travesties.
Yes. And believe me, England did them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, America's pretty bad. But
well, we
England,
learned it from them.
Yeah.
We just were
We're kind of copy.
We were them.
We're kind of copycatting them.
Yeah. We're a bit of... we kind of just did it better.
Yeah. We did it more raw, more real.
But yeah, shout out black British people.
Shout out black people, period.
Period. Full stop.
Yeah. Black people. Shout out black people. You guys are a vibe.
Y'all a vibe. For real. I've been, just to all the black people out there, I just want you to know, I've been noticing the rap, the painting, the clothes, and the family reunions. And I think it's all really cool.
It's all a vibe.
I've never had a family reunion. We all live in the same state, so we just see each other pretty often.
I've never had a family reunion because we don't want to see each other.
You don't want to see each other?
We don't really care.
That's just a fight.
Yeah.
You don't have family reunions. You just have brawls.
Yeah.
If you got your family together, it would be an issue.
Yeah, it would be such a problem.
People are like, what if you got the whole family together? You go, that's dangerous.
And also, a lot of them are in jail.
They keep shaving the safeties off their guns. We can't get everybody together.
That's so funny. Multiple people at Christmas one year were talking about how they had no safety on their gun.
Is that just to be cool?
They said it's because if they need to defend themselves, then they don't have to deal with turning off the safety.
But it's a switch.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like a button. It's a button or a switch. It's like, it's made to do within a second.
Yeah, but they were like, we can't have that second.
Because they're like, phew.
That's what they think is going to happen.
That's not even if a guy's in your house, you're not going to fucking, phew.
They seem to think that's what's going to happen. I don't know.
I want to get one of those headboards that has a gun in it.
Dude, I want a gun so bad, but I also shouldn't have a gun because I want it so bad. I wouldn't kill myself. But God, do I want it.
I remember one time I was looking up guns, and I told our friend Dan, and he was like, you can't have a gun. And I was like, why? He's like, you'll kill yourself. And I literally hadn't thought of that. And I was like, fuck, you're right.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I think about that, because a lot of people say that, but then, like, everyone I know that has a gun in the South wants to kill themselves.
Right.
And they haven't.
I mean, I get it. It's like, I don't drink, but I do have, like, a bottle of Makers that was given to me that I could drink, but I don't. And that's more fun than killing yourself, so...
Well, yeah, if you haven't drank that Makers, then you're not going to shoot yourself.
I was joking about having a gun on stage the other night.
Yeah.
I was doing new stuff and it wasn't going that well, and I said, when it gets like this, I don't get nervous because I have a gun.
Yeah.
And I described how I ordered a Glock and then bought a Switch off a child in Inglewood. And I don't really know how to use it, but I carry it around.
Yeah.
Because the crowd wasn't really that responsive, and they weren't really into riffs and stuff, so I was just like, I'm just going to tell them I have a gun on me.
I went to Vegas with a friend of mine, and he kept telling people he had a gun when he did not.
See, now that's dangerous.
That was he was very drunk.
You say it on stage, it's a funny joke, but
he kept telling just random people, like, I have a handgun on me.
Vegas is a lot of guns in Vegas.
Yeah, that's
you shouldn't say that.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
No.
It was funny, though.
See, that's why being a tough guy is bad. Like, I went to a show last night, and there was a guy that was heckling. It was at the fourth wall, and he was heckling so bad they kicked him out. And usually at small shows without security, if you're heckling, it's really hard to kick people out because the producers mostly don't. But the producer of the show stood up and got in the guy's face and was like, you got to leave. And then he did something that I never do because it backfires immediately, is he said, you got 5 seconds to leave. And the problem with telling a guy that he has 5 seconds to leave is that they will wait 5 seconds.
Yeah.
They always want to know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because you don't say what's going to happen. You go, you got 5 seconds. They go, what's going to happen? And then they count down, and then the 5 ends, and then
they're like, you have 5 more seconds.
Right. That's well, usually when the 5 seconds are up, the guy goes, come on, man. A few guys will punch you.
Yeah.
But the problem with 5 seconds is you kind of have to be down to punch a guy.
Yeah.
Because if you're not, then you either get punched or it gets awkward.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of stuff where it's like, you're like, I want to exert my power, especially the Comedy Store, where you're like, I want to exert my power on this person. But if I call security and they're like, well, we can't kick this guy out, then you're like, now we're just in the same room together.
Yeah, then you feel like the dumbest guy ever.
Yeah.
Because then that guy won.
Yeah, I mean, I was at the store a couple days ago, and somebody was like being a fucking dick. Like being a dick.
Fuck.
Yeah, somebody was being a freaking fucking dick.
He's being a bastard.
And I was like, all right, well, you can sit right here, because he asked, like, can I sit in the back? I was like, well, sit right here, which wasn't the back. And he was like, he was just like, well, no, that's not what I'm asking.
No.
And then I said, well, no, that's not how it works here. And then he pretended he was going to walk out, and then he went to then he was like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And then he went to the bathroom, and I'm seating people, and I go back, and he's just in the corner in the very back.
Mm-hmm.
So I did purposely put someone right next to him.
Sure.
But it was like, I want to kick this guy out,
I like when people go to a successful, famous comedy club and are like, I'd like to be seated alone.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's not a seating option.
It's like
you came to a popular club.
God, I mean, God, I don't like people, dude. They fucking want to take up space.
Do you know what I would say?
What?
Is when I would seat people and they didn't like where they sat, they go, oh, can we sit somewhere else? I would go, no, this is the best seat for you.
Oh.
And I wouldn't say it nicely. I would just say it declaratively, or I go, no, this is the best seat for you.
See, because I get rude real quick.
Well, no, it's weird because it's a nice statement said rudely.
Yeah.
People don't know how to feel.
Yeah.
So they just go, okay, maybe I don't know something. That's kind of what you want them to feel. You want to go, no, everywhere else is worse.
Somebody, a woman, like, I was going to seat her, and she started to ask, and I just went, no.
Yeah,
like,
that's
before
fine.
she even got
that's
out.
Okay.
And she's like, oh, okay.
You have to shut down the thought that there is opportunity.
Yeah.
You have to go, this isn't a place where you, like, get what you want.
I tell people a lot, you don't have an option.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of why I would say this is the best seat for you, because that's saying the same thing.
Yeah.
But with less declarative stuff.
Yeah. But I don't know. I want to be more of a dick than I am, but I don't know if I can get away with it.
It's not a good idea, generally.
Yeah.
Because most people, they assume it's not going to become physical. Because it's probably not, which means you are in a constant verbal fight, and that can go on forever.
Yeah.
So if you get tough, if they come back tough, then you go, fuck.
Yeah.
Because I can't punch you.
Yeah.
So now we're just both being tough.
Yeah.
And then, a person will sit down. I mean, like, the bringer shows at the Comedy Store are always hard to seat because people would come in and I'd go, make sure you have your entire party. I'm not going to add anyone to your table. I'm going to sit people at your table if there's open seats.
Yeah.
And people go, okay. And then I'd sit them down and they go, we got 3 more people coming. And I go, no, you don't.
Yeah.
They're going to sit somewhere else. And they go, this is so unfair. And I go, I told you.
Yeah.
And they go, I didn't listen. And this would happen. A lot of times everybody would get it. And then one blonde woman in her 50s who elected herself the leader of the group,
the worst,
decided not to listen. And then the amount of times that I'd go, no, I got to sit people here. And they go, you can't sit people here. This is our table. And I go, you don't own anything here.
Yeah.
They go, I do. I believe I own things places because I spend a little bit of money and I believe I have ownership over a place.
Well, somebody was trying to argue with us about, like, because it was oversold. So they were just like, well, I got a table. It says here I got a table. And it was like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
There's no tables.
Yeah. The Comedy Store is fun because people stop getting what they want.
Yeah.
That's also why, working at this local hardware store is funny because people are so used to, It's funny because people have this fantasy that they love small businesses.
Yeah.
But nobody likes small businesses because they suck. And the reason we made big businesses is because they're easier.
Mm-hmm.
And none of us really like it because it takes away the humanity. But humanity, you know what humanity in business means? It means we don't have what you want right now.
Yeah.
That's what it means. So people come in and they're like, oh, yeah, I need this. And I'm like, we don't have it. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, man, we're a mom and pop hardware store.
Yeah.
This isn't a place where you come in and get what you want. We had a fucking lady come in. We got all this fucked up shit with the website. I don't know, we're affiliated with Ace, but we're a small hardware store. So Ace will throw up a website and just say we have a bunch of shit we don't. So about 99% of the customers that come in have gone online, convinced themselves that we have an item because Ace told them we have it, and then we don't. A woman came in recently. She wanted a thing, and we didn't have it, but we had a more expensive version of the same thing. And she was like, well, can you price match? And we were like, no, definitely not. It's a different product. And then she was like, well, I'm unemployed. I'm buying this for an art project. And I was like, what a stupid idea.
Yeah.
You should do found materials if you're unemployed doing art.
Yeah.
That's what unemployed artists do is you go dig through trash to find shit. You don't just buy stuff.
Yeah.
And then she was like, well, I drove from Burbank to come here because it was cheaper. And I was like, well, that's a waste of fucking gas.
Yeah.
You spent more money on gas than you would have on the $7 product you're refusing to buy. And then she's like, fuck it, I'll buy it. And then the minute her card went beep, she goes, I don't want to buy it. I want to return it. And then she returned it and left. It's so funny. Customers are really funny because they will be demanding, but passively.
Yeah.
Where a thing will be $7 and she's like, well, can you accommodate the difference? And we go, no. Business is very funny. You just have to have enough wherewithal to say no to a customer and it's fine.
It's funny that I probably told the story in the podcast about going to the eye doctor and just being like, I don't have enough money to pay this. And then they came and sliced it in half.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like it's funny about our healthcare system considering the doctor is like the only place you could actually probably haggle.
Yeah. Well, because it's like they, you're
not giving me anything.
Because they know nobody has enough money.
Yeah.
But when you're in a small hardware store and somebody's refusing to buy a $7 item, you're like, there's no welfare to help you here.
Yes.
That's not going to happen. And they're like, well, can you give me a coupon? And you're like, why would I do that? You just came in and were incorrect.
Yeah.
It's good, I like it. I like not giving people what they want. I think it's actually a good moment in somebody's day.
Yeah.
In America, we walk through life constantly getting what we want. So it's nice when somebody walks into a business and you go, we don't have what you want. And they have to go, fuck. And you go, yeah, all the stuff you buy comes from somewhere. And sometimes it doesn't come. Or sometimes it comes and it gets sold out. Things don't just magically appear.
Yeah.
Which,
Most people seem to not think that other people exist. It's like with parking. It's like crazy how some people park sometimes. Where it's like, I know a lot of times people will be taking up too much space while parking on the street because like they had been parked there for a while and somebody left or something.
Mm-hmm.
But then sometimes it's just like, well, you just parked in the middle.
You parked in the middle of a 2-spot place, yeah.
And it's like you don't think other people exist at all.
Yeah, I'm really shocked by that.
It's like, I should be able to key your car.
Mm-hmm.
I don't,
mm-hmm.
but I should be allowed to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I struggle with that because I'm so hypercritical and I try to not bother people. I try to stay out of the way.
Yeah.
But then everybody else doesn't care.
Yeah.
And then it seems like a lot of the people that don't care are like really successful.
Yeah.
And you start to go, fuck. Is this a world where like caring just loses you opportunity? And I think it might be. I think
I'm like 99.9% sure.
I have a hunch that we may live in a system that actually rewards selfishness. And I don't want to sound crazy.
You sound a little crazy.
But I think the people who only care about themselves are actually getting the most.
Well, I don't know, you're wrong. You know how the people that are the most successful are also the most charitable.
But then again,
Donald Trump.
Jeff Bezos has all the money in the world, but he got it by giving people stuff. For money, but that's the same as charity.
Yeah.
Giving somebody something they paid for is the same as donating to a charity.
Yeah, the fact that you can buy a hat on Amazon, it's charity.
We should buy some hats on Amazon after the podcast.
Shopping.
We should shop more on the podcast because people love shopping. People listening love shopping.
Finding thrift stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We should find that for people.
I read some interesting news recently. I think his name is Brooklyn Beckham. He's the son of David and Victoria Beckham. You know them?
Yeah.
Soccer player, model, very famous family. So he has a wife, and Victoria, his mother, hates the wife. I haven't heard any reason why, but I guess she was like, I'll make your wedding dress. And then the day before the wedding, she was like, no, I'm not going to do it. And like fucked up the wedding. And then at their wedding, they were going to have the bride and groom dance, which is at every wedding. They go to dance classes. They prepare it. It's a very structured thing. They're waiting to do it. Brooklyn walks up to where he's supposed to dance with his wife. His wife is not there. His mom is there. She stole the dance from his wife and then grinded on him in front of the wedding. Isn't that interesting?
No, but it's interesting.
What are your thoughts? I don't know. That's crazy to me. If my mom grinded on me at a wedding, I would shoot her.
They probably fucked when they were kids. They probably been fucking since he was a fucking kid.
You think the mom fucked him?
Yeah, they fucking suck and
I think she wants to fuck her son really badly.
She wants his fucking cock and her pussy.
It's a really big issue with like boy moms. My mom doesn't want to fuck me, I can tell.
Yeah.
She's not interested, and I'm really happy about that because it'd be a big
Have
issue.
You tried?
No.
Well, if you haven't tried, you don't know.
No, the moment hasn't. But she's never tried.
Well, maybe, I don't know. It's like guys never really know when girls have crushes.
No, I know, but I think usually the guy makes the mom makes the first move in that scenario.
You think so?
I think my mom just doesn't like nice guys.
Oh, she likes jerks that treat him like crap.
My freaking stepdad drives like a Dodge Challenger, and he's like some muscle car sports guy.
Oh.
She's into jocks and jerks.
She likes fucking alphas.
Yeah, that's why she divorced my dad, because he wrote poetry. She doesn't like nice guys.
Well, yeah.
She doesn't like nice guys who relapse and can't continue serving as a proper father or businessman.
Well, your dad's a beta, and your mom hit the wall. So when were you born?
99.
But no. How old were your parents?
They were. I think my mom was probably like 32 or something.
Yeah, she hit the wall.
You think so?
Yeah. She hit the wall. So she rode the cock carousel.
But since she hit the wall, don't you think she would then settle down with a nice guy?
Well, she settled down for a beta. Your dad.
Yeah, but they were already married before she hit the wall.
Really?
Yeah. They got married in their
Your dad's 20s. A nice guy. Your dad's a nice guy, so she dropped the nice guy for a jerk.
Yeah, she did. And I keep telling my mom that. And she keeps explaining to me that she loves my father a lot, but when he relapsed, she wasn't able to rely on him.
Well, he became a jerk.
Yeah, so why didn't she like him?
Yeah, you would think that would improve.
I think that's why he did it. He was like, I'm going to fucking do heroin with our son and live in a shitty apartment in the valley.
And your older brother is a fucking jerk. Your older brother's married because girls like jerks that treat him like crap.
Yeah, well, then now he's sober and a nice guy, and that's when he got engaged.
Oh.
So
well, I don't want to say anything
sense.
about your... I don't know the situation.
Do you think my brother's still a jerk secretly?
I think he might be. I think he might be a jerk, and he might say stuff like "nice guys finish last," like my younger brother.
No. You think I'm a nice guy who finishes last?
Yes.
Fuck.
Well, yeah, that's the problem with you is you finish last because you're a nice guy.
Yeah.
And you used to be a jerk.
Older women who have fucked like over 50 people do like me. Like legitimately, I've been with a few women who are like 10 to 15 years older, and they've all said to me like, I've fucked like 100 people.
I know you're not supposed to.
Yeah, I know. You had a real reaction to that. You did not like that.
You're not supposed to say anything about that, so I won't.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, once you've already had sex with somebody and then they tell you they fucked a lot of people, you go, well, I guess I'm just one of the people then.
Yeah.
You're not really on the...
I'm not even in the... I'm like not even a percentage.
Yeah, but you're not even on the losing end because you're not... It's not like somebody who won't fuck you who's like, I fucked 100. They did fuck you.
Yeah.
So I think I am a nice guy who...
who beats women that hit the wall.
Yeah, who
rode the cock carousel.
After women who rode the cock carousel and hit the wall. It's such a fucked up way to look at life. It's so fucked up.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane.
Yeah, because these women are nice and attractive.
You're on a first date with a woman. You're like, hey, just to be clear, you didn't hit the wall. You didn't ride the cock carousel, then hit the wall, and now you're settling down for a nice guy, even though you just like jerks, right?
Hey, can I see some old pictures of you just to make sure you didn't hit the wall? Oh, fuck, you hit the wall. You were hot.
God damn, and this is a picture of you next to a jerk.
Oh, God, who's this jerk? Then she's like, do you want to meet my friend from when I'm younger? I'm like, I don't want to meet a jerk. I'm a nice guy. He's going to obviously, he's going to like mog me.
Yeah.
I'm a nice guy who only fucks girls who hit the wall.
Well, you got to be real nice to fuck these women that have hit the wall.
You do have to. I am nice.
Yeah.
I don't think they're very attractive, though.
Yeah. I guess it doesn't matter.
I think it's all kind of a lie.
Yeah. The wall?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I think it's just like it's something men make up because they're afraid of women's sexuality.
Well, it is scary, because they hide under your bed and shit.
Women hide under your bed?
That's part of their sexuality. They hide in the closet under your bed.
Like after sex?
Yeah. And you're scared and you have to have your mom come and make sure there's no women under your bed that hit the wall.
But then your mom doesn't fuck you because you're scared and you're a beta nice guy. So she comes over and she's like, I can't believe you called your little mommy.
Yeah.
Go deal with this woman who hit the wall. I could have told you how to deal with a woman who hit the wall. I hit the wall.
And I'm going to be honest, the cock carousel was the best time of my life. God, betas don't make me come like when I had hit was on the cock carousel.
Well, yeah, what's funny if you talk to a woman who says she's had a lot of sex is she'll then just describe a bunch of terrible sex.
Oh, yeah.
But then she'll describe one guy who she says was the best sex she ever had.
I've never had that.
And you just got to be okay with that.
No, I've never had a woman say that to me.
And then you just got to wonder how you'll be described.
Yeah, I had this nice guy. He kind of hit the boy equivalent of the wall, which is you stop being a jerk and become a beta.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I used to drink and do drugs, and now I'm kind of sober, and I'm generally just like a nice guy.
Have we both hit the wall?
We've hit the wall. Yeah. You're drinking a fucking Coke right now. I mean, that's fucking nice guy shit.
God damn. You have your legs crossed?
Oh. I have my legs crossed in short shorts. That's fucking nice guy bullshit. But then again, it is kind of beta because it's like I don't give a fuck what people think of my body because I know it looks awesome. I worked out today. Okay?
I didn't.
I did like...
I woke up and came here.
I did some push-ups. I did 5. I did 5.
5 push-ups?
Yeah, I did 5. I did some resistance bands, and I did 3 pull-ups.
Oh, okay.
So I'm actually turning into an alpha.
Oh, yeah. So you're turning into a jerk.
I'm turning back into a jerk.
So you're building you're backing up through. You're going backwards.
Well, because I used to be a drug and alcohol don't give a fuck jerk, and then I became a sober nice guy. But now I'm going to become a jacked sober jerk, like Andy Elliott.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. The wall can't stop you.
No, I am the wall.
Yeah,
bitches hit me.
Yeah,
because when women have sex with me, their lives are always worse after.
Yeah, because you're a jerk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. We have sex, and they say that was good, and I go, but does that rank up to the guy? And they go, no.
Yeah, you're like, where do you place me?
That would be crazy to ask that. You cannot ask that. You just have to go, listen, she came, and this was fine.
Yeah. You got to ask questions like that, though. You got to be like, is this the biggest you've ever seen?
You cannot say that.
You got to be like, damn, this is probably the best sex you ever had.
You can't, because I know it's not. The good thing about being bisexual is if you go on a grinder or something, you see tons of dicks, and you realize there are so many big dicks all around.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess you're kind of a jerk because you go on Grindr.
Why is that a jerk?
I don't know. I mean,
gay stuff is for jerks.
It's for jerks.
Yeah,
who treat guys like shit.
I think a lot of guys who are scared about their penises couldn't survive in the gay community because I could pull up an app right now and show you a map. We are surrounded by like huge cocks
in this building.
The amount of guys with 10-inch dicks is terrifying.
It's really kind of disturbing to think about the idea of somebody using Grindr and then finding out their neighbor's on it and then fucking their neighbor. The idea of fucking your neighbor is really disturbing to me.
Yeah,
because then you just gotta be like, hey.
Yeah, but straight people do that.
Yeah, that's also scary.
It's just a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's not really scary. It's just like you've gotten too close now.
Yeah.
Because then if you...
I heard about people fucking their neighbors during COVID.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I would never fuck my neighbor, because if you fuck your neighbor, then if you get into a relationship, then if your partner found out you have somebody in your building that you fucked, they will never feel safe.
Oh, absolutely not.
Because you're going to tell them that it was the best sex you ever had because they're a jerk and you fucked them when you were riding the cock carousel.
Yeah.
But now you're settling down with a nice girl who's a beta. Nobody ever talks about how guys like jerks.
Yeah.
I think guys like jerks maybe more than girls like jerks.
Oh, I mean, a woman jerk? An alpha
so
woman?
Hot.
When you've hit the wall?
A woman that like...
After I've hit the wall and then you meet an alpha girl?
A woman that like doesn't really like you that much but lets you fuck?
Yeah.
You'll give up everything for that lady.
Yeah. What was I going to say?
Probably something awesome.
I did find out somebody won't follow me back because I went on one first date with his girlfriend, I think. Which is... I remember talking to somebody and they were just like, well, I never even kissed her or did anything. He's like, he doesn't know that. It's like, that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta let it ride.
Yeah.
You just gotta understand, if you're that guy, he just has to hate you.
Yeah.
It's not even,
I didn't do anything.
I know, but that's how it is.
Yeah.
You know.
If I did something.
I've had that happen where like a guy has flirted with my girlfriend and he didn't know that she was my girlfriend, but it's like, I have to hate you.
Yeah.
I can't like you anymore.
But it's a mistake.
Because you did the thing that I did. You copied me.
Yeah, we can't have these guys, and they're probably jerks who would treat her like
Of course they're jerks.
Yeah.
They're all jerks.
God, I freaking hate men.
I hate men.
God, I love being a woman.
I love being a woman is the most amazing experience of my life, and we go through so much, but we know so much more about the world and our bodies and what it means to be alive than any fucking man does.
And I have a daughter, and we have a fucking horrible relationship.
Oh, I hate her.
I hate my daughter so.
Oh, I hate her so much because she's fucking hot now.
Oh my God! And I hit the wall.
It's so it's so annoying because I hit the wall, and I hit the wall. I'm busted, and only a nice guy would fuck me. But she has these like tits that she's all proud of, but that bitch don't even realize those is my titties, and I gave her those titties, and now she's riding the cock carousel. And I tell my
and I miss the cock carousel so much.
I miss the cock carousel, and she's 14.
Yeah,
she's never had sex, but she's definitely riding the cock carousel. And I tell her, I go, you're gonna hit the fucking wall.
Yeah,
I try and implant misogyny into my daughter. I'm a woman. Into my daughter.
It's so funny to think of a woman referring to herself as hitting the wall after riding the cock carousel.
I hit the wall. Acting like she's like honest. No. I hit the wall.
It's all right. It happens to every single woman.
I'm beat. I just won the mid off because I hit the wall after riding the cock carousel. Now I'm beat and mid.
Yeah, I'm chopped.
And I also have a son, and I love him so much more than my daughter because I want to fuck him, and I want to fuck his friends. And they come over, and they still think I'm kind of hot because they're so horny. And
yeah, so and I have a husband who's a nice guy, but I cheat on him because
I
fuck
13-year-old
I'm a fucking Floyd.
I like to wear
I got a roasty.
Yeah. When my son has his friends over, I wear my athleisure because I hit the wall, but they give me compliments and make me feel good. So I sucked a 13-year-old boy's dick. And I'm not a pedophile, but I just feel so lonely in this house, and he made me feel better. So
and he reminded me of the cock carousel,
which I loved so much. Which I used to ride before I hit the wall.
It's funny about this is that we're just saying this stuff. We don't agree with it, obviously, but we are just saying it.
Yeah, but there's tons of podcasts where they say the exact same thing and agree. I think it's so funny that so many misogynistic, angry, scared men will like literally sit down and act like they're at the UN being like, we need to talk
about the wall.
Like there's some epidemic, and the epidemic is just women are having sex.
The epidemic is just women.
It's just women. They're just living. They have
fun. They have to have a press conference about women.
Yeah.
There's like all these misogynistic podcasts are like their PR for women. They're like they got to come out ahead of it.
Yeah. No, like half of podcasts are men in a war room being like, what are we going to do about women having sex? Also, I want to have sex.
Yes. But I don't want to have sex with women that are having sex.
I only want to have sex with And then you find out they're all kind of pedophiles.
Yes.
Because then they start saying stuff like, biologically, a woman peaks at 15. They start saying stuff like that.
They're really obsessed with biologically.
But they also don't read biology. They don't learn about biology. They just look at a teenager and they're a pedophile and they're like, I want to fuck that teenager, so it must be science.
Well, biologically, my dick gets hard when I see a child.
They get hard for kids and they go, so this is science.
Yeah.
I just ran a test. I looked at a kid. My dick's hard now. So scientifically, I should be allowed to fuck that kid.
Yeah. The constant is my dick. And my dick gets hard when I see a kid.
The control is my penis.
The control is my penis.
And I have no control over it.
Yeah.
Or my mouth.
But when I see a woman that hit the wall, it's soft.
It's soft. I'm not attracted to a woman that hit the wall. But I did see a hot 35-year-old and got a boner before I realized that actually she's not hot because she hit the wall. She had sex for then more than 10 guys. I saw a video of a young actor, and she said that she had sex with 8 guys, which is a very normal amount. She was 25. She was like, I've had sex with 8 guys.
Yeah.
And every single comment was like, this is the problem nowadays.
Yeah.
People were calling her ran through.
Oh, boy.
Which is crazy.
Well, yeah, with inflation, the wall's getting down to 24.
It's just so funny that if that is your perspective, that a woman who's fucked 8 guys is ran through, then I think you're a pedophile.
Yeah.
I think just functionally you just become a pedophile. There's no way to meet a nice, fun woman.
Yeah.
If your line is 8, then your wife is going to suck.
Yeah.
Your wife needs to have fucked
1,000 guys.
No.
2,000 guys.
I'd say 15 to 20 is good.
15 to 20,000 guys?
No. Just 15 to 20.
Okay.
Because if your wife has fucked 15
I guess if you're slut shaming, I'm
not slut shaming. That's fine too. I'm just saying 15 to 20 is good because then you know that she's had fun.
3.8 billion guys.
3.8, I would object to, not on moralistic grounds, but frankly, it just seems like...
How do you afford the travel fees?
The travel, they haven't focused on building a career, and I want a life partner. I don't want somebody who just sits at home all day.
Yeah.
And if you fucked 3.8 million guys, you don't have a job.
That's everyone.
That's everybody. I mean, it's not everybody, but it's a lot of people.
I think that's every man. 3.8?
So the population of the world's 8 billion. You think men are 3.8 total?
Well,
and everybody else is a lady?
There are more women than men.
Yeah, but not that much.
Not that much?
No.
All right. Let's Google how many men there are in the world.
That's a gay-ass Google.
Well,
that's really gay.
I'm trying to figure out so I can avoid. I can avoid guys.
Pause.
I have a list of guys, so I know not to talk to them.
You gonna be on pause patrol? I'm on pause patrol right now.
All right.
Comment what you think of my legs.
Yeah, if you think they're jerk legs or nice guy legs. 4.14 billion men. All right.
How many?
Well, I was wrong. So they had sex with 4.14 billion men. And you were the last one.
Yeah. That would make me feel weird. It would begin to feel deliberate. Because if you had sex with...
Well, they saved the best for last.
If you had sex with every single man in the world, that would mean that you made a list and you really checked it off. Because eventually you might...
Naughty and nice.
You might accidentally repeat.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to repeat. So if you're the last, that was deliberate.
Yeah.
But it also is... It's kind of nice. Best for last.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like, that guy's so cool, I gotta
What
wait.
if they said you were the worst?
Well...
The worst of the 4.14 billion.
If somebody fucked... Man or woman fucked every single man on the world and then said I was the worst... I would kill myself. I would kill myself. I wouldn't kill myself for any one person saying one thing about me, but if they had done a study of every single person on Earth and said I was the worst, that would affect me. Badly.
Yeah, it would probably ruin your life.
I would never have sex again.
Yeah, probably not.
And
Because you have every disease.
Gotten good. Well, yeah.
Because they had sex without condoms.
Oh, my God.
Hey, man, you done research into the cock carousel, man?
Yeah, fuck. Well,
that was a fun episode.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning into the Gender Science Podcast, Dagnabbit Boys.
We're just kidding around. We love women.
Yeah, we love women. It's just that we like men
And
even
we
better.
want you
even
guys-
better.
we
You're
want-
a man, even better.
We want women to have as much sex as possible and be free. But if you're gonna
And we want you to listen to our podcast.
if you're gonna do that, just think about us.
Don't, yeah.
If
While you're having sex, think about the Dagnabbit.
If you're in your
put your fucking AirPods in
put the AirPods in.
while you're having sex.
Don't listen to him calling you names. Listen to us riffing.
Yeah, having
I'm just
a good
saying,
time.
if you're gonna be in the slut era, think about Cooper and Shane.
Consider,
Because we don't judge.
we're not judging. This is a judgment-free zone.
I don't care where you've been. I
Yeah.
just care that you're here
I don't
right
care
now.
how fucking dirty you are.
Well, don't say that. That's judgmental.
How is it judgmental?
Because you're calling.
I
them
just said I don't.
You're calling them dirty.
Well, I'm
Calling
dirty.
somebody dirty is not. You're not dirty.
I'm fucking stinky. I
You're
smell
not
bad.
stinky. I think you care a lot about hygiene. You shower every day, don't you?
The podcast's over.
All right.
All
Kinda
right.
funny.
Stay funny.